Let's turn to the highly anticipated trial of a mother charged with murdering her 3 children. It's now underway in Massachusetts. Lindsay Clancy is accused of strangling her kids after sending her husband out to run errands back in 2023. She then attempted to take her own life. Clancy's defense argues that she was suffering from severe postpartum psychosis and was over-medicated at the time. She has pleaded not guilty, but prosecutors argue she carefully planned the gruesome crimes. NBC News correspondent Stephen Romo joins us now. He's been covering this. Along with us also is NBC News legal analyst Misty Marris. Stephen, I'll start with you. So testimony has wrapped up for today. We heard from Lindsay's ex-husband. His name is Patrick Clancy. He's the one who found their 3 children, unfortunately, after those alleged murders. What did we hear today?
Yeah, I was surprised how he stuck to the facts for the most part and was not trying to be overly emotional. But when he was asked about his children, particularly Cora, what she was into at the time, he said that she was into Disney princesses. He did become emotional on the stand, and they took a brief break. Very hard to listen to, and just the beginning of this trial. They were starting to ask about the day that these murders actually took place, whenever they did wrap at 3 p.m., but they did get into that a little bit, and we do have a soundbite from Patrick on the stand. Let's listen.
She was playing with the kids, and she seemed in a good mood.
At any point during that day when you came up or while she's texting you, did she tell you she was having suicidal thoughts?
No.
Did she tell you she was having thoughts of harming the kids?
No.
Now, Patrick Clancy is an interesting witness because he's on the list for both the prosecution and the defense. Obviously, for the prosecution, he was the one that found the bodies in the basement, so they're going to want to get those details. But also for the defense, he has continued to stand by his ex-wife and the fact that saying that she was sick and she was not a monster. So it'll be interesting to see how his testimony plays out.
Yeah, pick up on that, Misty. How could his words help either the prosecution or the defense?
So for the prosecution, you can see there's a lot of focus on the days leading up to the basis for these charges, to the killings. And what the prosecution is asking is about her demeanor, whether or not she seemed to be okay. Has she expressed these feelings of suicidal ideations? In fact, they showed some videos of a few days before where the family is at a water park and she's depicted in those videos. She's normal. She's doing everything that you would expect her to be doing. So that's to set the tone for her mental state on that day, which prosecutors said was for the purpose of killing these children, and it was planned, premeditated, and particularly cruel. Now, from the defense perspective, his testimony is really important because it lays out the medical treatment that she was receiving, the prescriptions that she has, and the defense says that she was over-medicated, which triggered a psychosis condition due to her postpartum condition. So all of that's going to be really important for the defense, and it's all about the mental state.
Misty, a lot of us remember 25 years ago, there was a case in Texas. It was Andrea Yates who said that she had severe postpartum psychosis when she killed her 5 kids. She was eventually found not guilty, right, by reason of insanity. Could we potentially see that outcome here?
There's certainly parallels in the case, and just like Andrea Yates, it's all about the medical testimony. We are going to see battle of the experts, all focused on the mental state of that day.
All right, Misty Marris, Stephen Romo following that. Thank you. Also, we should just mention, if you or someone you know needs help, you can always contact the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline by calling or texting 988.